Hi everyone, it's Dinar here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am finally happy to announce that I moved out from my parents' home and I'm so happy to live all alone by myself, and I found this great apartment and I'm going to make you a quick room tour in the end of this video. And I already made the video about separation, like emotional, physical and financial separation from your parents, and why it's so important for manifestation. And in this video I'm going to tell you more about that, about this process of separation, because when I first realized a year ago that I need to separate from my parents, I need to be more responsible, I need to adult finally, and it's not an easy process. And I started to search in YouTube for videos how to separate from your parents, but there were no clear explanations, and it's just expected from us to separate on our own, and we don't know about the process itself. So I'm going to dissect this process and to explain to you how it is going to work and what obstacles you might overcome and face. I have it all here, all the insights that I had about separation, and I'll also tell you why it's important to separate for manifestations. So the first thing that I've learned is that you will never be ready for separation, because my coach told me last year, a year ago, that I have to separate from my parents, and I kept hearing it, and I kept seeing like people in their 40s or in their 50s still dependent on their parents financially or even living with them, and I didn't like it, and I didn't want to be like them, because I'm going to tell you later about that, but there are reasons why you need to separate in a certain time. So I thought maybe I need to save up some money so that I will be safe when I'm separating. Maybe I need to find this perfect apartment for me. Maybe I need to do this and that. You just need to embrace the fact that you have to separate at certain point, and the sooner the better. But at the same time, you need to be really prepared emotionally, really prepared on the inside, and then money and opportunities and then nice flat to rent will be available to you, like was to me. I found this flat randomly on the Instagram. I just texted one woman and she was so great. She just gave me this apartment for rent, and this is a lovely apartment. I texted her, I think 10 days ago, and now I'm already here in her apartment, and it all just figured out so well. And that's what happens when you're aligned. The second thing is that your mind will say no, and I was panicking last night, and I had all these fears, like what if I will not be able to pay my bills, because now I'm working on the project base and I don't really know how my income will fluctuate in the future, and I was super afraid that I will be starving all alone, or I'll be like moving out, and after 2 months I'll come back, and that would be shameful and that wouldn't be cool. And I had all these fears. I thought that maybe it wouldn't be safe for a young girl to, like, not young, I'm adult now, but I still think that I'm super young. But anyways, it's hard for a woman to live all alone, because you don't really feel safe. So I had to consider that, and I thought like maybe it's better to save up this money for something and then buy my own apartment, rather than putting money into the rent and giving it away to some random person. But I was lucky to identify these fears, and when I made this move, I felt aligned, and I felt that this is the right thing to do. And I just did some meditations, journaling, in order to release these fears. And here I am today. I didn't sabotage it. I didn't I didn't fail this like moving out process, and I'm really happy that I overcame the struggles. So just keep in mind that maybe you'll have some fears too, maybe you'll have some doubts too, and you will be mistaking them from, like, I thought maybe this is a sign from universe that I'm not ready, but actually it was my ego who wanted me to live in my comfort zone, to like go with the flow and not be the creator of my own life. The third one is being nice to your parents and live in peace, because I see many people who are moving out after a quarrel or a fight with their parents, and they are just, okay, I'm moving out, I don't want to live with you anymore and stuff like that. But luckily I have the best parents in the world, because they were very supportive of my decision. They helped me to move in here. They helped me with the rent, because I'm still waiting for payments from one of the projects. They helped me with everything. They even bought me a nice new pen as a gift for my moving out. And I just have the best parents in the world. My dad would bring me coffee every morning. My mom would buy me anything I wanted and always give me money. And it was hard for me to live from this comfort zone, but I just knew that I have to. Well, not many people have the situations, and you are commenting me that it's hard for you to live with your parents, they are terrible and stuff like that. I honestly don't know how you will handle the situation, but I wish you all the best with that, and I wish you just to find this peace and this gratitude for your parents, just for giving you birth, just for bringing you to this world and supporting you throughout your life. Maybe they just did it as they could, but the most important thing is to build your new life, as an adult, on the foundation of peace, rather than on the foundation of fight and hatred to your parents, because your parents are the most important people in your life when you're a child, and you're actually half of you is like your dad and half of you is your mom. So if you hate them, you hate yourself too. So that's very bad for manifestations and for the spiritual journey as a whole. But you need to live in peace, and it's very important. The fourth thing is, don't compare yourself to others. And I was really sad, and I was really blaming myself that it took me so long to move out, to realize that I need to move out, to realize that I need to take responsibility for my life, and not waiting for my parents to fix my life or to buy me an apartment or to do whatever I thought they have to do. And the thing is that some people, they move out at 18, they go to college and they never come back. Some people, they separate when they have like their first job, 23 or 24. Some people move like me at 29. I will be turning 29 in 2 weeks. So I'm waiting for the birthday wishes in the comments. I'll be happy to read them. And the thing is that I was blaming myself for taking so long, and I was like, wow, you're 29 and you're only moving out from your parents. You had to do it like before. There are guys that I know who are younger than me, and they are already moved out. They set up their lives and they're adults and stuff like that. But the thing is that you will be separating at any age, and I think it doesn't matter. And I'm just saying myself that some people are not separated from their parents at 40 or like even 50 years or like 60 years old. And it's better to separate at any point when you're ready. And I said, okay, I was ready at 28, 29. Yes, it took me a year, but I'm just finding empathy and compassion for myself instead of blaming. So don't blame yourself. Just moving out is already a big step, and you need to praise yourself instead, rather than blaming that it took so long. The next thing that I wanted to talk is that don't listen to others, because people will try to persuade you that it's not efficient to pay for the rent, or like in our traditional society, it's not that common for a young girl. I keep saying a young girl, but like for a young woman to live alone, because you usually like 80 or 90% of the girls I know, they move out only when they get married. So until you get married, you're staying with your parents, and it's considered the norm. And there might be other traditional things or conservative things that your parents will say, or that your aunts will say, or that your grandmother will say. My grandmother was very against of me moving out from my parents, but it didn't stop me. Of course I was afraid, and of course I thought maybe they're right, maybe that's not good for me, maybe that's bad, maybe I need to save. But I just had this inner confidence that this is the right step for me, I'm gonna explain it in the end of the video why exactly, but just I had to listen to my voice, and I thought, okay, I'm 29, I'm still not married, and I'm not gonna marry in the nearest future, and I don't want to live this time with my parents. And this brings me to another point, to the next point, which is I had this thought that you will never live alone. Like, you will never live alone if you wait for something, because like in the childhood we live with our parents, with our family, and then we live in college with the roommate. Some of us are lucky to live alone, but mainly people live with their roommates. And then we are sharing also a room with someone, and then we get married and we live with our husband and kids, hopefully till the rest of our days. So at any given point of time in your life, this is the only time, like before getting married, that I have to live by myself, to live alone, and to have this experience. And I thought it would be pitiful to not to have this experience, and getting married and then saying, wow, I didn't even have a chance to live alone, to explore myself, to have this silence. I love silence, and when you live with other people, it's hard to have silence. Like, I have all my practices, meditation, journaling, EFT, and I like doing it when no one's disturbing me. But when you live with someone, it's hard to predict and it's hard to negotiate. It takes time and stuff like that. So I thought, okay, I'll take this chance and live alone when I have this chance before getting married. And the last thing that I wanted to say is that everyone says that it's better. No one of my friends regrets that they left their parents and moved out and they live all alone and they have a very best time of their lives. And now I'm going to explain you why I got this idea of moving out, why I decided to move out. Because when you live with parents, you are in a child situation, and a child doesn't need money, or a child doesn't need any, like, it doesn't need partner. Child doesn't need money. Child doesn't need, I mean, big money. Of course, I earned some amount of money, but it wasn't enough for me. But children just get everything from their parents, and I did too. I had my food ready, I had my rent paid, I had my bills paid. I didn't have to spend money on anything except for my, like, going out or coffee or some clothes and stuff like that. And I think that it's very important to separate from your parents, to show the universe that you are an adult and you deserve adult money, you deserve an adult partner. This is also very important because you attract something alike. And even if I was able to find a partner when I was living with my parents, I would also find a partner like me, someone who is very dependent on their parents, and I didn't want that. I want to meet a partner like me who is separated from their parents, who are independent, who are earning their own money and living their own lives as an adults. And this is a very, very important. I hope it's clear for you guys, and I hope it's clear how it helps you manifest things, because before I didn't really need to manifest anything. I had everything ready for me, like food and stuff like that. And now we will see how it will work for me. We will see. I'll share you all of the insights that I had, all of the money that I got, all of the manifestations that I received after moving out, and we together will compare if my life improved in terms of money and in terms of relationships when I moved out from my parents. Again, I just knew that this is right for me, and I had this inner voice. And it doesn't mean that if you're living with your parents you can't manifest. It also, again, depends on your age. Until you are 18 or 20, it's completely fine to live with your parents. There is nothing wrong about that, because I know that there are many children watching me. Be grateful for your parents and be grateful for all the free food that you have. Now I'm going to shop, and like I don't remember when I did last shopping, like food shopping last time, because my dad would buy everything for me, and they would just go to shop to buy some soda or chocolate and stuff like that. But now I have to buy real food like eggs, cheese. And it's very funny that only at the age of 29 I would be like separating from my parents and buying my own food and stuff like that. So keep up with my journey, with my living alone diaries, and here will be the quick tour of my apartment. I hope you guys will love it as I do. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments down below. I'll be happy to share my experience with you, and keep up watching on the great things that I'm going to manifest after moving out from my parents, because I just feel that there is something big, that there is like quantum leap waiting for me, because I showed my readiness. I literally made an action. I didn't just asked. I showed my preparedness by moving out, by doing this action, by taking this step. And yeah, please subscribe to my channel if you like this video, share it with your friends, and I'll be happy to see you in my community of my beginner manifestators. And yeah, here is a quick room tour, and have a nice day, guys. Stay safe and stay true to yourself and stay aligned with the universe. Bye bye. Here is the entrance, and there is a big huge mirror. Thanks for that. It's very important for me to have a mirror. Here is a little like cupboard. Here is a bathroom, and I actually have a jacuzzi. Nothing interesting there. My skincare, I'm already all set up here. Here is the living room. Here I was shooting my YouTube video. Here is my desk and the dining table in two. And I have an AC, which is very good because it's so hot right now. I have a beautiful, beautiful balcony, and just look at this view. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. It's been raining and it's so nice. I have another coffee table here. I have all my stuff there, and there is a TV there. There is a thing, I don't know, wardrobe. This is my couch and my anti-stress pillow. I have also some nice decorations there, and I have my medals hanging out to remind me every day that I am a winner and I'm always on the top. First place, in the first place I don't get gold medals. And here is the kitchen. I have a washing machine there, microwave, teapot, great big windows, a lot of lights here, a stove, like all of the stuff, and the fridge. So this is it. Welcome to my crib, welcome to my apartment. You'll be seeing a lot of videos from this footage from this place, and I wish you all the best, and I wish you all this moving out and separation vibes, so that you will be able to manifest the greatest things in your life.